First, we would like to do Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. And next, we will do a roll call and the seating of the alternates. So first, Dana. Oh,
Dana's here.
Okay, and Ha?
I'm here.
Thank you. Hallie?
Present.
Thank you. And Teresa? Therese?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. And Noli?
I'm here.
Thank you. And Dana?
Yes, Dana's here.
Okay, so we have a quorum here. So I will call the meeting to order. And Therese will be seated, right? Okay. Okay. So the next thing is let's do approval of the agenda for today's agenda. Would you please help to take a look at today's meeting agenda? If there is any revision. Any motion to approve the agenda as it is?
I can make a motion to move the agenda.
Thank you. Any second?
Me.
Thank you, Therese. Hallie, when you want to speak out, you may want to unmute, okay? And you are still muted now, okay? So we got Ha to offer the motion to approve the agenda, and Therese second. So all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. The agenda is approved. So next is the approval of the minutes. That's the meeting minutes of our last meeting, which was held on September 20th. Would you please take a look at the meeting minutes? Any revision needed? Or correction? Any motion to approve the minutes?
Okay, I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you, Ha.
You're welcome.
And any second?
Dana second.
Thank you, Dana. And all in favor say aye.
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 Thank you. And we will proceed with today's meeting, and we will make sure everybody has time to watch the football game. which is held right now at the Levi Stadium. So thank you for everybody's time to make this meeting. So first is our public forum. May I ask John if anybody signed up for the public forum?
Chair, currently there's no one in the public forum wanting to speak.
And so we can just zip through, right? Okay. So there's an announcement and the correspondence. And John, would you like to talk about the letter we received from LP?
Sure. Yes, Chair. Received a message from LP desiring to put in resignation with our commission. A very nice letter, thanking everyone and really just feeling very proud of the efforts of the group and his contributions. in particular referenced the youth essay and all the work with that. But at this time, he's looking to step down and forwarded his intent to city council or to the mayor and city clerk. So it's in process currently.
Thank you, John. LP's request to relieve his duty from this commission. The letter was addressed to mayor, and currently the city council and the mayor are reviewing it. And well, he could be denied. So, so he will have to serve our commission. But I want to take this opportunity to thank him for his years of service and accomplishment. Should he be approved for his relief, I will make a motion in our next meeting, probably for a recommendation to commend his achievement. So that will be next meeting. So
Excellent.
just to give you a heads up, and why LP is not in today's meeting. Okay. Any other comments?
Just that our senior center's been open for 2 months now. We're still typically we give an update on our lunch program, where I think we averaged 136 a day last week. We had a welcome back event 3 weeks back, and Councilmember Chua was there helping. We had 160 cars pass through and over 200 seniors who got a bag full of resources and goodies. And then we just have our Magic on Main Street event coming up in December. It's 2 weeks, the 5th through the 19th, down by the library. So hopefully everyone can help, with that effort and participate. And it's the first time. It's the inaugural event. But yeah, those are the main projects and happenings in recreation. We had our Pumpkins in the Park event, which was our first live event since the pandemic. We had lower numbers, but yeah, it was great first effort to get back to what was our previous normal. And next year we anticipate having the bookmobile out there and having the library involved. So.
Thank you, John. And I understand the Milpitas Community Center is also doing the children vaccination event, right? So
right, yeah, that happened last weekend, and they continue to do the testing Mondays and Thursdays for free in the afternoon. So.
Thank you, John. And also, I would like to report to our commission. I participated in 2 meetings with the art commission and the city staff to determine an artist to be chosen to do the mural for the December the skate rink. So they are a couple sections of the walls right next to the library, and there's a section of wall right in front of the parking empty lot next to the parking garage, and an artist has been chosen. I think city is signing the contract with Eddie Shu, HSU, in his design, and he uses snowflakes and the ornaments and the snowballs. So he will be inviting Milpitas high school students groups and the other community groups to paint the wall. So I hope that will be something right next to the library. And if you know any high school student groups probably, or any other community group, please let John know, relay the information to the city staff, and definitely can be part of the effort. It's going to be 2-week event, right, John?
Yes.
Yeah. So there will be very busy traffic near the library. So looking forward to it. I think that's the first time in at least 25 years or so. I don't know what happened before 25 years ago, but this is the first time in 25 years that Main Street is going to have a temporary ice rink. Really looking forward to it. Okay. And any other announcement, correspondence you would like to share with our commission?
No, that's it for now, Chair. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, John. And the next item is new business. And we have a work plan review. And John, would you please help to share the screen for the work plan?
David, can you post the work plan for us?
Yeah, I have it up.
Great.
We haven't seen David's screen share yet. It's coming.
Yeah, I have it up. I'm not sure how to. Let me see.
David, Vic's our backup if you have any problems.
Yeah, Vic, would you be able to? Because I have mine up. I don't know why it's not sharing. Thank you.
All right.
There we go. Thank you.
If you don't mind, the Control Plus a bit, because it's kind of small on the screen.
There you go.
Perfect. Okay, this is a moving document, so we have a targets set up as previous years. And right now is November 2021. So we have a couple items upcoming listed here, and we'll be hearing from County Librarian and Kelly if County has a annual commissioner event in usually it's end of January, early in February. That's for the first item. And Kelly or Jennifer, may I ask if you have any comment on that particular item?
Use this. Yes, absolutely, Chair. Jennifer Weeks, County Library. So we will be holding our friends, commissioners. There's lots of all of our wonderful stakeholders event on the first Saturday of February, which is February 5th, 2022. It will be a morning event and it will be virtual. So save the date. We will be reporting out with our guest speaker and other details on that morning shortly.
Thank you, County Librarian Jennifer, and to all my fellow commissioners. Mark on your calendar, February 5th, 2022, and it's a virtual event, so the commute time will be saved. You can join the event anywhere needed. And the second item is the essay contest. Okay, we have the essay contest listed as one of our highlights of the year for, and we have the City Council approved to give us some funds for the awards. So first a question to John, may I ask for the $2,500, is it already allocated from City Council to be used for the 21-22 fiscal year?
You know, I don't have confirmation from that chair, but we did have, in case it's not, we do have, I think we had 2,000 in our holding account previously, and then we have possibly the $500 donation from the Friends. So we would be able to cover it for the next fiscal year.
Perfect. And may I suggest that this is an action item for John, probably by next meeting, and to confirm the source of the city fund and the amount. Okay. Certainly. That would be great. Thank you. And this is not too early to plan the 2022 essay contest. And the last time we had LP to lead the subcommittee. And I think, but probably the best way to do it is just have a big group instead of subcommittee, because if we do a subcommittee, there are some constraints. We cannot violate the Brown Act by involving more commissioners to engage in the project. So we will quickly run into this once again, probably by next meeting, which is January 2022. We will need to come up with some action plan. And then January 2022 is also the time we will elect the next commission chair. So if anybody is interested in running, please be prepared. And I will help to draft a proposal for discussion at our next meeting. And I think that will kind of like facilitate the planning, and let's get it started next by January 2022. Okay. Any other suggestions and comments for this item?
Like suggest that we bring it back to having a topic that has to do with the library and with community building efforts that the library, that the events of the library, how that builds community. When we partnered with the other commission, we had to take on their topic, which is not a bad topic, but it has very little to do with our goals. So when we are trying to figure out what to do for the essay contest, if we can bring it back to a library focus, I think that would be a good thing.
Well, good point, Noli. Thank you for your suggestion. I think in the past, what we have done is each one of us can suggest any topic, and we will be forwarded to Kelly, community librarian. And in the past years, because none of us will know what exact topic to be chosen, to be fair to all the contestants. So the community librarian then will decide which topic, because they are all library related, to be used for the on-site essay writing. So that was a discussion we had before. And definitely, once again, if you have any idea what kind of topic we should use, I also suggest, I think it's a good idea to collaborate with other commissions, but on the other hand, we should do our work too. So we can put the few answers of the library focus into the topic, and definitely through a collective effort that will work too. So may I ask to put this in an action item for everybody? So by next meeting, bring something and you can contribute, okay? And because in the previous years, we didn't discuss the topic in length. So any commissioner, your friends, your own children can participate in the essay contest. So that just be fair, okay? I think, but definitely everybody is welcome to participate in the discussion, and we will let Kelly to make the decision, and probably, we will also invite and welcome any other input from Council Member Evelyn and the other commissions, okay? So that's the part of the action plan, January 2022. So after you finish Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas meal, if you feel bored, please have a piece of paper to write down the topic you would like to see what's going to happen for next year's essay contest, okay? Any other comment? Suggestions? Perfect. So the next item is the local library conference. We usually attend the CPLA, the California Public Library Advocate annual programs in Northern California, but they haven't done any in-person program for obvious reasons. And somehow last year I replied to the message after I saw they said they were going to do some events, but I didn't see the actual event registration. I hope by next year, everything will come back again. And if any one of you know there's a local library conference, we may go together, okay? And or library tour. And I think by next year, especially April 2022, that seems to be a possible venue to resume the in-person activities again. On the other hand, since the pandemic started last year, I've been through many virtual library tours. So if you are looking for virtual library tours, there are plenty online. And if you like to see some of them, I can definitely forward some links to you of where I visited online. There are a lot of different library designs this year, post-pandemic, in terms of the service design and the space design. So those are very interesting. And the other day I went into Milpitas library. I see people are coming back, right? The library is pretty busy right now. And, you know, the seats on the second floor facing the hills, they're still one of those most popular area, right? So facing the hills, and you see the changing color. Now the brown hills are turning to green. So it's really nice. And so that's about attending the local library conference or conferences. Any other comment from our fellow commissioners? Okay. The National Library Week. The National Library Week is in April. And we would like to inquire at Kelly if you are doing any National Library Week promotions for the April 2022. We are ready to be part of it. Okay, count us in. And I'm sure Council Member Evelyn, you can do storytelling, right? Right? And definitely, Kelly, please include our city council members. They can do storytelling programs and to the kids. That would be great. Okay. And the summer reading program, I'm sure, I don't know, when time comes, the books will be decided, programs will be decided. We're counting on our community librarian, Kelly, to keep us informed. And
Most definitely.
yeah. I think some of the books, the Silicon Valley Reads group is already been reading the next year's books, right? Some of the titles, because I helped my library director to purchase some, so I know some of the titles being considered. Okay, so there are also city events, as John just reported. The Pumpkin in the Park this year was much scaled down, and with the city reopening more, and there will be more in-person services, and also for the upcoming December, the ice rink on the Main Street, and if there's any library promotion programs, we would like to be part of it. In my meeting with the Arts Commission, when we talked about the mural, I asked to use the section right next to the library, possibly have some, you know, in addition to the paintings on the construction grade material, probably project lighting from the back and making the spotlight. And I think I don't have information about the final decision yet. They may plan on-site painting. So supposedly the artist will start the work and finish some before Thanksgiving. But with each the ornaments and the snowballs that can be painted probably in the following weeks. And when asked if he could do the on-site painting, have a group of probably painting, everybody painting right there, he said he definitely is experienced. He can do that part. If he does that part, it definitely will draw a lot of attention, I think especially to teenagers to the area. And I hope they will make a stop at the library. If they haven't been, we will see. Kelly, do you know how many teen patrons we have compared with the Milpitas high school population, perhaps? Do we have a lot of teen patrons? I see them in the library, but I just don't know.
We have some teenagers coming in regularly. We're definitely not at pre-pandemic amounts of teenagers in there studying, but definitely, you know, they're using the study rooms. They're in the group study rooms, especially on Saturday, and they're taking up all the study spaces. So all our tables are being full for the last few weeks, and after school, it's mostly teenagers. So.
That's fantastic. And I'm sure with the December Main Street event, you will get more into the library. I will assume that event, there will be a significant percentage of participants they will be teenagers. And Dana is working tirelessly about the library donor program, and we were asking for an update. So that's what I have right now for the work plan. Anything else you would like to add? Action plans? Okay.
Chair, maybe just one thing, if I could add, if in January we're going to start the work on the spring youth essay contest, we might want to invite the youth services coordinator, to be part of that discussion. I'd be happy to ask Anthony to share to join us.
That's a great recommendation. So action item, I will see a proposal and how we can invite the youth commission chair to our meeting, our January meeting. Okay. And the agenda, I said, that would be great. Anything else? All right, that's the work plan. And we will quickly roll into the next section. That will be all the staff, city council, and the liaison reports. And first, may I ask Dana if you can give us any update about the library donor program?
Yes. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. We had one outstanding donation from Richard S. Chin. He noticed that we had no gold level donors on our board. And he sat down with Kelly and explained to her that for the past 20 years, he had so enjoyed the Milpitas library staff and the selection that he wanted to be the first gold level donor. Now the gold level on that brochure goes from 5,000 to 9,999. So his donation was $8,000. So he gave Kelly that check, and for a little while she thought about New Zealand. No, she didn't think about New Zealand. She gave it right away to Chuck Griffin at headquarters, and we profusely thanked Richard S. Chin for being such a generous donor. And I also commended Kelly and the two previous CLs, along with the staff, that Mr. Chin was so highly enamored with, that he made such a wonderful $8,000 donation. So a big thank you to Kelly and the staff, and the so many people at headquarters involved in making a nice experience for Mr. Chin. That's about it.
Well,
So,
thank you, Dana, for the exciting update. I think this is a fantastic news, and we know the library and the library services and the library staff all have an impact on our community members' daily life. And the kudos to Kelly, and as Dana said, the previous two community librarians definitely deserve our gratitude as well. So we would like to extend our gratitude to Stephen and Linda for sure.
yes.
Okay. And I'm sure the library will make the best use of his donation, and we would like to see him in some of the library events as well when that is possible. So we like to see, Mr. Chin, the library lover, right? And this is great to proliferate. I'm sure there will be more. And I remember we had a young entrepreneur, right? And who did some business, and he donated to the library board as well. So every one of us, we are all part of the Milpitas library family. And this is really exciting. We will see more coming out. And Dana, would you Onoli, would you like to give us the Friends of the Library report?
Sure, I can do that. We had our September sale. We brought in a total of just over $8,000. We will be having a holiday sale December 4th and 5th, which will take advantage of the Main Street activities that the city is running, because the library is closed on Sundays, but the sale will be open with access from Main Street only through the ceremonial doors to the rooms where the sale's being held. So we'll have 2 days in 2 rooms, the 2 group study rooms for December 4th and 5th. And then the next book sale, the next regular big book sale is the last weekend in January, which I think is 26, 27, 28, 29 or thereabouts. So still just plugging along, having book sales.
Great, thank you, Onoli, and all the dedicated friends of the library team. And in my past term, I try to invite the friends of the library to meet up together. And for these 2 years, due to pandemic, we are not able to do so. But definitely, you know, any one of us, we can swing by your book sale on December 4th and December 5th. And wish you a great success. Thank you, Noli. And the next, I would like to invite Jennifer.
Excuse me, Chair, I had one
Yes.
question. This is Dana.
Yes.
On the topic of Friends, I had a request from the president of the Friends concerning the building in front and a little bit south of the library at 82 North Main Street. And this might be something that John and Council Member Chua might know. That building used to be owned by the city of Milpitas. And the specific question from the president of the Friends is, might that building, if still under the control of the city, might there be a room where we could possibly store extra boxes of Friends books? We're bringing in a tremendous number of books. In fact, we might approach 1,000 boxes of books. And so we're sort of saturating the storage space in the library where we, place the boxes. So I was wondering if that question might be answered, if not now, maybe in the future.
May
Yeah.
I? Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, Dan, I don't know. I can't confirm that, but I could certainly, Renee would probably be the person who would know. So I'd be
Okay.
happy to inquire and get the details from you and see if that's a possibility.
Oh, thank you. I'll let my president know, Linda. Listen, one last thing. I just recently got a text from Karen Armendariz, our treasurer, and she asked me to report that our cash balance is still maintaining above $100,000. So a big thank you to Noni, who is our super book sale person. I would say, 20 to 30% of that total dollars is through her efforts. So thanks, Noni.
Thank you, Noli, and thank you, Dana. We from the 2 reports, we know Milpitas Library has a lot of money. So I'm sure with all this assistance, Kelly will be able to make the best use of those, either to enrich the programs or enrich the collections, and the community will be benefiting from it. So now, may I turn this to Jennifer, the county librarian, to give us a report? Thank you.
Good evening, Commissions. Nice to see you all. I will share my screen if that's okay, John.
Sure.
All right. I think I'm finally getting this. Although Many of you, we just started in-person events actually for the library, and also the Gilroy Commission was meeting met in person last week at the library. So this is my report for November. And before I get started, I'll also share with you that the California Library Association will be meeting in person in June of 2022, and they just announced their conference dates June 2nd through the 4th. And I also hope to have some more information about membership in California Library Associations for groups, for commissions and friends, and we'll be sharing that information in February as well. So of course, the big news is that evening hours have resumed at all of our community libraries. We're very excited to be able to, again, continue to expand access to our buildings, our collection, and our programs. So there in Milpitas, you guys are back to having some of those evenings, which we're really excited about on Wednesday and Thursday. The other in-person event that's been happening at Milpitas as well as Los Altos and Gilroy Library are homework help for grades 6 through 12, and that happens in the afternoon times. It is drop-in. At this point, we have offered virtual homework help for our K through 5, but beginning in spring of 2022, we'll be looking to expand that as well. That's the biggest need that we're seeing is for those kind of 3rd through 5th graders. So we're continuing to look at how we can support students in our district all over between virtual homework help and certainly everyone having a library card. November is National Novel Writing Month. I don't know if you have any authors there amongst you. We did have a virtual event on writing, but I wanted to keep this in here because, again, it is a whole month long. So if you have some inspiration, there's lots of resources within the library to inspire you, of course. And finally, as I know Kelly will be sharing with you, again, these are the events at the libraries are continuing both to have a virtual as well as in-person presence as we're moving toward a little more opportunities. So for instance, the book club in Saratoga Library is beginning to meet in person, and we have a lot of our kind of monthly events beginning again in person. So we're excited about that. Keep a watch on your calendar, and I know that Kelly has more to share about what's happening there in Milpitas. And that is all I have for you specifically, because I want to turn it over to Kelly for any specific Milpitas news, and always happy to stay on for questions.
Thank you, Jennifer. Any questions? It's so exciting to see the events are resumed in person and to see the library is getting busier and busier, back to normal. It's not back to totally normal yet, but I think it's close. Thank you, Dan. And also I see our alternate number 2, Rika, is in the audience. We didn't acknowledge her presence, and I think for today's meeting, she could be seated, right? So I just want to make sure. Rika, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Perfect. Sorry about it. I only saw you right now. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Okay. And next we will have Kelly to inform us the updates from the Milpitas Library.
All right, and I will go ahead and share my screen. So good evening, everyone. I wanted to let you all know that we have had some staffing changes at Milpitas Library, which is exciting. We had 2 of our library circulation assistants, Vicky and Weiwei, have promoted into library clerk, which is always great to see. Our long-term teen services librarian, Don Phillips, has moved into a new role and taken on the challenge doing adult services. And Ruby Leo, who was previously children's librarian for us, applied and has now just started as teen services librarian. We also added Maggie Lai and Jennifer Chang to our children's librarians team, and Maggie came to us from Cupertino and Jennifer from Los Altos. So they're well experienced, and really looking forward to doing some work with Milpitas community and the children there. And we're very happy to have them on board. And we hope soon to also have some further additions to announce to our team. So it's very exciting to see new faces coming in. And I'm not the newest person on the team anymore. So that's another great thing. So, okay. And I wanted to share some news. We just 2 weeks ago were informed that we were successful in an application to the Institute of Museum and Library Services for an American Rescue Plan grant. We will be using this grant to work with Community Tech Network to create an online digital coaching scenario. So when we have someone in the library that needs a little bit more help than your general technology question or your general reference question, and they need some help perhaps writing their resume or applying for unemployment, and they need someone to sit there and really walk them through that. And they also may have a language need that is not English. We will have these virtual digital coaches available that we can contact, and that can sit there and do some screen sharing and some audio and kind of talk them through the process so they learn how to do this while they also get the need that they want filled done at that time. So we're very excited. We're just starting the planning process, but we hope early next year to launch our pilot program at Milpitas, and then later on we'll be looking to add in some Spanish language and add Gilroy into that. So that's one very exciting thing. And in fact, we actually were very fortunate to be part of another initiative with the library district, and that is the, sorry, Jennifer, could I ask you to, I forgot the name.
Absolutely. Oh, I love that I actually have questions to answer. So the other project that we have upcoming is part of a grant from the California State Library, and it actually is called the, we're going to be calling this SCCLD Connects. We'll be bringing in an outreach specialist to do on-site referrals and advise folks on different social services, other kinds of programs in the area, from, you know, CalFresh to Parents Helping Parents, just all different kinds of resources that are available there locally in your community, and having an opportunity for someone to kind of walk in, meet with somebody, talk about the things that they need, and giving them some real connection. So we are starting this, as we said, we're part of a 10 library cohort with the California State Library, which is really exciting because, of course, together is stronger and better. So we'll be learning from one another and working in partnership with Second Harvest Food Bank, social services of the county, and the EAH housing. So we're really appreciative for the Milpitas team, who recognizes the need there in the community and how we can really be present and helping everyone thrive and be successful in Milpitas. So we will continue to update you on when those services will be coming on site to the library.
Thank you. Okay, and then as you heard, we have evening hours. So last week was our first week of evening hours, so it was great to see that, and looking forward to further expansion, you know, later on. But getting those 2 evenings in is great. We've also started doing some regular drop-in programs. We had a guessing jar game for Halloween, and now we have one running through November, and we'll have a different one coming up in December. Our staff are also putting on their annual winter reading bingo. So starting in December, people can come in and pick up their bingo cards and read along and fill out all of the things that they read for a little prize, as well as we'll have some drop-in decorating programs. So exciting to see some things happening back in the library. You've heard about the holiday magic happening on Main Street, and the library wants to make sure that we're participating and adding to that festive atmosphere. So we're going to take this as an opportunity to try our very first story walk at Milpitas Library. Campbell Library has one up, so we're hoping to emulate what they've done. We'll be featuring Walking in a Winter Wonderland as the story. And what this will involve is just some temporary installations on the grass area along the library. So as families walk down that pathway, they can read this book and enjoy the artwork, and it'll just make it feel a little bit more festive. So that will be outside along the Main Street part of the library, and we hope that families will enjoy that addition to their magical time on Main Street. And we are also moving our holiday programming outside to the grammar school steps on Saturday, December 4th, as part of the Holiday Magic. Our children's librarians are going to be out there, and they're going to be doing their first live story time in a long time. So they're really happy, or their first in-person story time. They'll be on the steps with their music, their stories, their puppets. So we really hope we'll get some support for that. And then on December 18th, we'll have Fratello Marionettes out doing the North Pole Review. So that will be our big holiday puppet show, which usually gets very large audiences. We're moving it to the outside there onto the grammar school steps, so it can be part of the holiday magic there. Okay, I will stop sharing, and I'm happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Kelly. I think that the book has the same color scheme as the event, right? The blue.
Yeah, we worked with the great staff at the City Recreation Services who told us the colors. So our children's librarians were very thoughtful in making sure they chose something that fit in with the theme there. So
I think that would be a great experience walking along and read the book, and really looking forward to it. And next will be our council report. And may I ask Council Member Chua?
Thank you, Chair. I just have a request for Kelly. Kelly, can you please email me the hours, evening hours, and also the Winter Wonderland? I would like to share that tomorrow at the council meeting. I shared the ones that the flyer that you sent me last time, the number of books that were borrowed and all those stuff. That was good.
Yeah, I'll send that through to John after the meeting. So.
Right. And Jennifer, hi. I have a question. I haven't heard any the board library meeting. Did I miss anything?
So we did hold the library board meeting at the end of October.
Okay.
But it was, so just a quick update for y'all. So that was actually the end of our year-end service report, because of course our beginning of our year was July, and the board only meets 4 times a year. So we did have and that will actually probably be up on our website. So John, I can also send that link along for the year-end service report for the district, which really highlighted that Santa Clara County Library District and there in Milpitas were really first in the region for all the innovative programs and services that we provided over the last 20 months now. So really kudos to the staff for being so yes, and what can we do, and just out there really providing new ways for library services. And then we will next have our JPA meeting in January, and amazingly we're already going to start looking at budgets again and stuff, because things just keep moving. But thank you very much, Councilwoman. We feel very positive about the way the library has been moving, and we appreciate your support.
Jennifer, I don't know why, but I'm not getting those notices. So how could I make sure that I don't miss the meeting? Because I went back and I said,
No worries. I will reach out to you directly and make sure that our executive assistant, who's also board secretary, has all the correct information for you. So I will go offline and get that for you.
Thank you so much. About the announcement, I know everybody wants to go watch football, so it's going to be brief. And Dana was at the veterans ceremony, and he's actually, I didn't know, it's actually a lieutenant colonel retired, and he gave the speech. Thank you, Dana. That was so inspiring, and I'm so happy that you're part of this commission. Oh, there's also to jumpstart the holiday magic on Main Street. We're doing a cleanup this Saturday from 11 to 1 p.m. So if you have an hour or so, come join us. We're going to be behind the library at our meeting place for this Saturday's cleanup. I also initiated a drive. It's Adopt a Park. If you live close to a park and you want to adopt a park, or it's not to clean the park. It's just more like a park guardian. If you see anything, light bulb is out, or there is some trash, or there is anything that you feel like we must make right, please adopt a park near your house. We only have 36 parks, so I'm counting on you guys. Also, the last one, because we haven't had our commission's appreciation event for the last 2 years, so I recommended at the last council meeting to give the commissioners a sweater that has the commission, library commission, and then your name. So it's a small thing, but it's a big thing you guys do so much work for the community. This is just an appreciation, a recognition that we do appreciate all of your hard work. I know it's not easy, all these projects, the essay contest, but I'm so glad I've been a part of it. So hopefully we'll get that. I'm hoping before the year is over. So that's it, and thank you so much. Thank you to Jennifer, Kelly, Chair Yulan, Vice Chair Teresa, Kelly, who else? Yeah, Reka and Dana. And David, this is the first time I've seen you there. So thank you, David. Who else am I missing? I think that's it.
Noni.
Oh, Noni, I'm so
Noni.
sorry. 30% of the donation is Noni. I don't want her to be upset with me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Council
Chair.
Member. Yeah, thank you, Council Member Evelyn. Anything else we would like to discuss today? Okay, right now, San Francisco 49er is 31-7 winning. And with last 4 minutes of the game, we can adjourn this meeting, so you can turn on your TV for the grand ending of the game. Okay, thank you all, and happy holidays. We will see you next January. Okay, bye-bye. No,
Bye.
I to adjourn the meeting, right? We'll over the motion. Huh?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Dana has a motion to
motion.
No,
adjourn.
make
Okay.
motion to adjourn
I
the meeting.
second the motion.
Okay, and Hattie second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. You have
Bye-bye.
probably 3 minutes to watch the game.
Happy
Bye-bye.
holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.